Hey yo, what's good, motherfuckers? It's me. What's good? I'm gonna try playing Shadow of the Colossus looking at this screen. Okay, that's impossible. It's impossible, but we tried. Alright, so first steps first, let's get the obvious thing out of the way. I'm about that onesie life. You know me. You know me, I'm about that onesie life. I got the onesie life going on. I feel like I'm going nuts today. I'm just having one of those little manic episodes. What else can you do besides get drunk and play Shadow of the Colossus when you're having a little one of these? Little brain one, little one of the brains. Little one of the brains going on. Little one of the brains going on. Here I am, here I be. What up, Outlaw? Hey, yo, what up, Outlaw? Welcome back to another Let's Play of Shadow of the Colossus. I figured I would buy a PS2, and I did it. And that's pretty much the end of the story. However, I don't have a memory card. And also, I've never owned a console before, so I don't really know how to use it. Like, as you can see. Hold on a minute. Is this... Horizontal camera control. Okay. That's better. Yeah. I come back here, you bitch. Let me get on you. Let me get on you. I know what to buy the fucking horse. I have a capture card that I would... Hold on a minute. Let me get up. I've got all sorts of computers running here. Okay, hold on. There's a bunch of shit I need to do. I should have done this before I started. I need to plug this thing that I'm streaming off of into the thing. Alright, step one. Let's get you plugged in. Alright, step one is complete. Almost. Step one is complete now. Step two, I need to get the stream up on this place so that I can read the chat without having to look at the thing. I know the stream is basically unwatchable because it's like a... Well, I have a capture card that I would use if I had a... What? I have a... Shadow Colossus is a good game from what I remember. It's a really good game. I've only played a little bit of it. I played up to the first 3 colossi. Okay, it's over there. It's really good though. I have a capture card that I would use if I had a mic for my computer. Just buy a mic, motherfucker. I don't have a capture card though. It's very sad. Which is, as you can probably tell, I don't have a capture card. The stream is just unwatchable. But I don't give a fuck. Yo, this is the Uwainaton channel. They ain't no ever giving a fuck over here. Put them up if you want. I ain't never gave a fuck. Put them up if you want. I ain't never gave a fuck. Okay, I know where to go. See if I can remember how to play this game. I don't have a memory card, so I'm probably gonna have to play these first few levels over and over again. Actually, the memory card's coming tomorrow, so yeah, I know this shit. Alright, so I remember how to get up here. Step one. Okay. Okay, you have to hold it. Nice. I remember. I love unwatchable content. It's true. Unwatchable content, just don't. It's unwatchable, which makes it good automatically. I have to agree with you there. Oh, fuck. So, I've realized today that I think I might be agoraphobic. Agoraphobic? Agoraphobic? How do you jump? Nope. Nope. Triangle. Okay. That was easy. Is this like? Can you actually understand what's going on the screen, or is it like that badly unwatchable? Okay, dive ball. Dive balls are fun. Let me up. Okay, I figured it out. You can tell what's on the screen, kind of. Well, I can also kind of tell what's on the screen, but not super well. So it is what it is. Okay, well, I figured this out. I feel like I could be a speedrunner with my incredible skills in this game, right? Oh, fuck. Wow, I almost immediately felt. Oh, God. Are you kidding me? Wow. Wait, where the fuck am I? What the fuck? Oh, I know where. Okay. Alright, I didn't think too far. Man, the grip mechanic in this game is just so good. It's so satisfyingly good. The momentum and stuff, the way you swing. Well, I guess it has to be good because it's like the main mechanic of the entire game. You have to climb up the colossi. So basically, I played through. The reason I'm going through this so quick is because I already played through the first 3 levels with my friend a few days ago. But we were both really stoned and drunk at the time, and we had just a couple of incredible revelations, like the fact that this is actually a game. It feels like a game that's just 16 bosses, but in actuality, it's just 16 platformer levels disguised as bosses. So I don't know how to do this. Yeah. God, the music is so fucking sick. Oh fuck, that didn't go well. This is going badly. This is not going well at all. Oh no! Oh no! Yeah, I know what to do. I know what to do. Stop telling me. This is not going well. But I know what I need to do. I need to grab onto his leg. Oh no! Okay, I'm up. I'm up on the leg. Oh fuck! Alright, let's do a little stabby. Alright. Oh no, I fell off. Oh fuck. Let me up there. No! Okay, I'm gonna die. I need to run away and heal. Man, this game does scale just so impeccably well. I'm not the most well versed in games, but just look at this. This is like some incredible fucking shit. That Phil wearing long hair but never showers. Yeah, that's my feel as well. Oh no, this is bad. This is bad. Okay, let's figure out the control. Oh fuck. Oh no, am I dead? Am I dead or just incredibly low? I'm just really low. Okay, I really need to run the fuck away. And by run I mean dive roll the fuck away. All the way over to here. Oh hey man. Is that a remake? No, this is the original PS2 version. You think I can afford a modern console? OP is a Margaret Thatcher stan. Nice. Alright, I need to just wait over here and try and heal for a little bit. There is a little ledge up here that you can like grab onto. Right. Okay, remember correctly. It's in here, right? I got down to so low. I don't know how the fuck I'm still alive. I should have died. It's gonna stay here and heal for a little bit. Man, this is so sick. I'm just gonna wait till I get back to full health. I'm glad they regen health in this game, otherwise I'd be just completely fucked. Maybe I can shoot a couple hours at him while I'm here. I know what to do, game. I'm just bad. I know what to do it, I'm just bad at actually doing it. Okay, we're at full health again. Let's get it. This is the coolest shit I've ever seen in my entire life. I'm sorry. The imagery of you just running up to kill this giant fucking guy is genuinely the coolest shit. Look, I'm not the most well-versed in video games, as I've said. I never owned a console until about 5 days ago when I bought this PS2. I never played games growing up except for Pokemon. But this might be like my favorite game of all time, despite the fact that I've never even completed it. Okay, let's go. Oh fuck, I'm on his balls. Move, motherfucker, move. Why won't you move? Oh no, my grip. I got full down and run away. Strategic retreat, strategic retreat. Okay, my grip's back. Time to dive roll back in there. Oh no, this is bad. Okay, it's fine. You can watch out. It's fine. Alright, I'm on. Oh fuck, he's shaking me. He's trying to shake me, but you can never shake me. There's a little thing you better know about me. You can never shake me. Oh no. Okay, it didn't work. It didn't work. We're gonna have to try again. I liked your last video. You pwned the answer. I don't like people who critique someone's subjective preferences. No, thank you. Plus, console games is like when they cross the streams in Ghostbusters. Oh no! Oh no! I fell off. Run away! I've literally never used a controller before, so I mean, the only times I've ever used a controller is when I'm playing games at other people's houses. So I believe I'm allowed to be bad, especially because this game is like well known for being pretty hard. Obviously, the first boss isn't supposed to be this hard, but this game is well known for being hard. And look, I'm making excuses for myself. Okay, allow me to make excuses for myself, please. Otherwise, what else do I have, man? Why won't it let me climb up? Okay, I think I just have to go a different way. Yeah, I swear I just... Okay, never mind, it's all good. Okay, it's not all good, it's quite bad actually. But now it's all good. I'm gonna get this eventually, I just have to keep trying. Eventually I'll be really good at this game. Kay Anderson got owned online, Hideaki Anno level 10. I'm not sure about that. I didn't mean to own, like, Look, he's a nice guy, I'm sure. Okay, we finally made it. Right, we're on to level 2 of this platformer. Oh shit. Just gotta remain calm, that's the key. Let my grip regain. Okay. Oh fuck! No, I'm falling. Right, I'm fine. Oh shit, I'm not fine. Right, come on, grip, you can survive. Yes, I managed it. Right. Oh no, I didn't manage it. Oh fuck. I know what to do. The game doesn't expect you to be this bad. Right, climb up to his head. I know where I'm going. Don't worry, game. Trust me, I'm an expert. Oh no, my grip's going out. I'm gonna have to risk it and stand up for a minute. Uh-oh. That was a bad idea. Oh no. Okay, I think it worked. This boss is going down. The tutorial level, essentially. We did it, motherfuckers! Hey, get fucked, you innocent creature that I just killed for no reason. Make more videos calling for mass shootings against Apple. Look, I would never endorse someone to go ahead and bomb Apple's data centers. There's no way I could endorse that sort of thing. It's illegal, don't you know? The music in this game is impeccable. This is just an incredible experience, you know? Laws are for cowards. Hey man, look. Don't you know that the laws are there to protect you from yourself? Please, whatever you do, do not bomb Apple and Google's data centers. If you did that, I don't know if I could justify it. It's definitely very naughty, and I could never recommend someone to do that. I would never express solidarity with Nazim Abjar, whatever her name is. Such a thing wouldn't be possible because I'm a law-abiding and good citizen. All right. I ain't no cop. What the fuck? I know what to do. Alright, let's go around the back. The horse mechanics in this game are really good. The YouTube shooter's only crime was her allegiance to Allah. Infinite Outlaw 20. You're really spitting out some great quotes lately. What was the other one? The Holocaust never happened, but I wish it did, or something along those lines. Classic. Just look at this bridge, right? And tell me if any game since this game has ever made anything that looks this good. Because I happen to think that such a thing hasn't happened. Alright, it's over here somewhere. I think I need to cross over there. Oh fuck, that's a cliff. How do I get over there? I think there's a bridge over here that I need to cross. Yeah, that's Infinite Outlaw. Whoa, no. Holy shit. Do not ride off this fucking cliff, mate. What are you doing, horse? What's this horse's name? It's like Arrow or something, right? It's some Mario Kart shit. Avoid the falling. Watch out for falling rocks. I really tried today, man. I really tried to go into class. You know, I got up at the appropriate time. I was completely ready to go into class. And then, so I have this app on my phone that tells me when the buses are going to, like, it says the bus schedule for TfL, right? Transport for that's the London bus service, the London transport service, right? And yeah, so I got up at the right time. I set my alarm and I woke up at the right time, and I was ready in time. Like I got showered and got dressed and ate some breakfast, and everything was going well for once. Normally, I'm very bad at this sort of thing, but I forced myself to do it well. And then I checked my bus app, and it was like one bus is coming in 6 minutes. But I was already running early, so I was like, okay, I'll take my time getting ready, and I'll try and make the 6-minute bus. But the 6-minute bus that I missed, but it was like fine. The next bus is only like 14 minutes after that, so I guess I'll just wait 14 minutes. I'll still be able to make it to class. So I wait for 14 minutes, and you know, chilling. Managed to get everything ready. You know, get my shoes on, get all my stuff ready in my bag, and all that shit. I'm ready to go to class like a good boy. Go to the bus stop, head to the bus stop with 2 minutes still left before the bus comes. And as I'm walking to the bus stop, I see my bus fucking drive past my street. So I'm like, fuck, I've missed my bus. Again, that's bus number 2 I've missed. Okay, well, in theory, I'm going to be late, but I can probably make it in within 5 minutes of the lesson starting if I wait for the next bus, because it's 14 minutes. So I sit at that bus stop, and I'm reading Komi-san Can't Communicate on my phone. How do I get down here? There must be, is that a path over there? I think I see a path. Anyway, I'm reading Komi-san Can't Communicate on my phone. It's fucking freezing. I didn't dress appropriately. Waiting for the bus. And then the fucking bus passes by me without even stopping at my fucking stop. So I missed 3 buses, and at that point I was like, well, shit. I guess the gods don't want me to go into university. So that's why I'm here. You go on the bus, the train's where it's at, man. Well, it would actually be longer for me to take the train because where I go to uni is only about half an hour away from where I live, and it's pretty easy bus journey. Oh shit. Where's the park? It's over there. Okay. But yeah, so I missed 3 buses. I'm gonna have to catch up on stuff. No, I'm not. I already know everything they're teaching us. It's all bullshit first year. And I kind of want to drop out and move to Ukraine. So go support me on Patreon. I don't know what I'm doing with my fucking life. I hope I end up running my life into the ground by 2020. I think that's the end goal, right? Hashtag destroy life 2019. Let's make this a thing. Everyone, run your life into the ground in 2019. If we're still alive in 2020, we're losing it. Just drop out and head to LA. Your future bandmates are there. Well, everyone says you go to music school to meet bandmates, to meet people that you've got to form your connections with that will last for the rest of your career. But I fucking hate everyone at my school. None of them make good music. The closest to making good music they get is one guy who's into death metal. But he makes like I'm more into like old school death metal, whereas he's more into the modern death metal stuff. I think he appreciates the modern death, the old school death metal. I don't really know. I haven't talked to him much because I'm not very good at talking to people, which is a fucking stupid. Oh hey, you want to do music? You want to do music? Oh, you want to be an artist because you can't communicate very well with language. So art is is what you need to communicate with people effectively because you suck at using language and you want to communicate things that can't be effectively communicated using words. So you become an artist. Oh great, here now you have to be able to have great social skills and be able to communicate with everyone in order to formulate a career of any kind. Fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. I just want to be a. It's bullshit. I hate everything. Everyone in my uni is terrible. The teachers are boring. Or I'm being invited to play Counter-Strike by the Holy Dick. Nice. Well, I'm sorry, Mr. Dick. I'm not playing Counter-Strike with you. I'm playing Shadow of the Colossus, which is a better game. It's very self-sabotaging to devote yourself to art in 2019. Mate, fucking tell me about it. The only reason I'm doing music is not because I'm passionate about art. I don't think art is like an amazing thing or sacred or holy in any way. I don't think it's like, I don't, a lot of artists like to big themselves up and be like, art is the center of culture and we are the heart of blah, blah, fucking, you know what I'm saying, right? I don't think any of that shit. I think art's generally kind of useless and rubbish. But it is the only thing that I can do without wanting to kill myself that could possibly make me money in any way. So that's the only reason I'm doing it. I do it anyway, basically. Where am I supposed to go from here? This looks like a place where you fight someone. You sound exactly like me when I went to film school. Oh, you went to film school? Nice. I was going to study film before I decided to change to music. I did film classes for like half a year before dropping out, but it wasn't in uni, it was in like, I guess, high school level film classes. Before I realized that I wasn't interested in the process of making films, I just liked the outcome. Didn't find, because like most of making a film is pre-production, and I really hate pre-production. So it's basically, there's no option for me to make it in the music industry. I wanted to be an editor. In fact, I still enjoy video editing, and I can tell when a film has good editing techniques. I'm not talking about VFX. You know what I mean if you went to film school. Whoa, there's water down here. This is fucking beautiful. Go to Ukraine? Yeah, maybe. It's a possibility. When I told my mom I was thinking of going to Ukraine, she said she was going to have a heart attack because she thought I was going to get killed by Russians. You're getting a political science degree. If only you knew how bad things really are. Wow, if we're talking about useless degrees. I think that pushing people to go into higher education is kind of bad. The only reason I went into higher education is because, well, there's two reasons. Firstly, because of mental health, I ended up kind of not getting any other qualifications. So if I want to be ever employable, I have to pass a university degree, because if you have a degree, then it kind of negates all the previous qualifications. And the other reason is because my parents said they would let me. Holy shit! Where did he come from? I'm out. Sorry, conversation paused. Conversation paused. Holy fuck. What am I supposed to do here? Mate. Oh my god, this music is sick. What the fuck? Okay, I guess I have to climb up his back legs, is that it? Nope, I guess not. Front legs, maybe? At this point, we were quite fucked up, so I don't remember how to beat this boss at all. I guess front legs is where it's at. Sorry, I want to read the chat, but this game is pretty difficult. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Where am I supposed to, how do I do this? The sides of his legs are hairy, so that generally means that's where I need to go. Oh, I think I remember this now. Oh, fuck. Okay, it's fine, it's fine. Oh, no. Come on. Get up there, you bastard. Why can't I jump up here? What's the problem here? Is it the inside of his legs I'm supposed to go on? Oh shit, this is bad. Somehow I'm not getting stepped on despite being right next to this guy's fucking legs. Oh no. Okay, maybe here. Do you guys know what to do here? Because I can't figure it out. I mean, I've only been trying for 2 seconds, but I can't figure it out and I'm about to give up. Welcome to being me, where you give up on things after 2 seconds and then immediately ask for help. I believe that's called learned helplessness. This guy's so fucking big. This is a big guy for you. Let me on. I just want to kill you. Come on. Maybe I have to shoot him with a bow a couple times beforehand and he'll like duck down or something. Oh, he's doing a new animation, maybe. Is he? Uh-oh. I think he doesn't laugh or play video games. I'm gonna pause to read the chat for a second. Hashtag don't follow your passions. Yeah, I relate to that. Learn a trade. Those electricians are making bad buck. I was thinking of teaching myself to be an electrician. Can I make this like work better? No, that doesn't make it work better. I just want to try and make it so you can actually see the fucking screen. Hold on a minute. Maybe if I do this. That might help. Getting a degree in political science and literature, based in record, getting a degree in music and film editing. Say all three of us know our way around a video editor. I'm just not good with glitch art post effects like you. Well, editing isn't really about the technical knowledge of knowing a video editor, right? It's a skill about like the. Hold on, I'm about to pull out a big word. You ready for my the one film school word I know? The Kuleshov effect. Bam! Am I not sick? The Kuleshov effect. Continuity editing. Birth of a Nation. That one Russian film where the stroller falls down. The baby stroller falls down some steps and everyone's like, whoa! And continuity editing and Kuleshov effect. See, I know my shit. I know my films. What is this horse doing? Holy shit. Wait, does he crouch down after doing this? Maybe that's what I need to get him. Can I like attack his legs? Is that what I'm supposed to do? Nope, clearly not. Well, that's not doing anything, is it? The place that emits light is its vitals. I understand that, but how do I get up to them? Where do I jump onto to climb up? That's the question. Am I being really stupid and missing something obvious here? Because that would not be a first for me. That would be quite a common occurrence for me. What I'm saying is I see these ledges at the back of his legs and I feel like that's where you're supposed to go. Aim. Oops. I'm surprised it doesn't let you just grab onto him with the back of his legs. That's what I would have expected it to be, but I guess it's not. Whoa, did I hold on? Where am I? I can't tell what's happening. Okay. Oh fuck, that was bad. That was not good. I just got squashed. So, do any of you guys know what to do here? I literally can't figure out how to get on. Am I stupid? Well, it's hold on a minute. Right, it's telling me to go for the things. Oh fuck, that's bad. Where is the place that I'm supposed to jump up? Maybe it's Achilles. Maybe I stab its Achilles heel or something. Oh, okay, hang on. Do I have to stab the bottom of its feet? Is that it? Is that it? Am I being really stupid here? Or is that it? See if I can aim for its feet. Oh, I did it! Oh, I'm sick. Okay, I figured it out. Ugh. Oh no, I immediately have wasted my opportunity. Okay, we've done it. Roll on! Okay, I figured it out. Wow, that took me way too fucking long to figure out. Holy shit. Motherfuckers really be prattling on about Undertale having a good soundtrack. Mate, have you heard this fucking game? Uh-oh. Oh no, oh no. This ain't easy. Oh shit. Oh no. I almost fell off there. I almost fell off. Okay, I think I got that one. Then the second one's on its back, or like towards its tail, right? Uh-oh. Oh no, please hold on. Oh, I can see his health going down. We did it! Second boss complete. Alright, let's see what's going on in the chat. Imagine being such a contrarian that you intentionally make continuity errors. Created a mountain in Cambodia to become an anarcho-fascist. What the fuck does that have to do with what was previously going on in the chat? That was a bit of a non sequitur. I think Adult Swim has gone to shit a bit. Yeah, they don't have enough new talent. They need to make it more interesting with stuff. But at the same time, Adult Swim has been known for not making many series because their business model opts for reruns. So they cancelled World Peace, claiming it was alt-right. I still care about them. One Piece is a pretty good show. Yeah. Gotta agree with that. And no thank you, Infinite Outlaw Midnight Show. What would we even do? It would just be shots of a dark, pitch black bedroom. And we just talk about anime. That would be the show. Every episode would be a pitch black bedroom where you can barely make us out. And it's just Outlaw saying Evangelion shit and me being like, no, Ava's good. And that's the only show. Ava's bad. No, Ava's good. No, Ava's bad. No, Ava's good. That would be the entire show. Oh, I've got a request. I've got a comment. Please do a video. Oh, this was you, Mr. Trump. Mr. Trump Stan. Please do a video on Harmony Korine. He is what I would designate as an ideas director by giving us narratives and images we have never seen before, as well as the liquid narrative in his editing, music over images, and how that can sometimes aesthetically outweigh a movie that is more focused on the narrative structure. Also, Lebowski is like a celebration of lifestyle. We can all learn to deal with the bullshit from the dude. The Coens practically play God in their movies and throw bad karma on their characters in negative situations. Yet Lebowski is the one character in their films who deals with it pretty well. I have to agree 100% with everything in that comment. Yes. I would like to do videos on all the films that are my favorites, but I feel like I need to watch some more films before I can. For example, I think I talked about this in that video, but the Royal Tenenbaums, I used to, I don't know if you've seen the Royal Tenenbaums, but I think it's not Wes Anderson's most popular movie, but there's a scene in it where one of the characters tries to kill themselves, and Needle in the Hay by Elliott Smith plays in the background. I used to watch that scene over and over and over again. Not a good thing for my mental health at all. But I've seen that scene a billion times. Like literally, I would loop it for hours and just watch it over and over again with the same bit of Needle in the Hay playing. Yeah, pretty fucked up. But I need to rewatch the film. I still think I like the film. I mean, it's got everything I like: suicide, incest, tennis, everything good in the film. Hold on a minute. Did I just read what I think I read? I'm gonna have to pause the game. Hold on. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Tim Heider could pick up their show. Anime with trippy visuals and non sequiturs. It would be debatable stoner comedy. Debate stoner comedy. I'm getting a call from my mum. Am I supposed to be at home? Okay, that must have been an accident then. Oh. Hello. I'm alright. Yeah. Yeah, he didn't come. But I was waiting at the bus stop and I saw the cleaner go past and I was like, well, my bus isn't coming for a little bit, I may as well let her in. Yeah. Yeah. I just got back like a few minutes ago. Yeah, it's clean. My laptop's still there. She didn't steal it. Oh, I'll make that. Cool. Alright. Alright, bye. Yeah, that's called lying to your parents. Welcome to my stream where you get to watch me lie to my parents. Anime trippy visuals and hold on. Debate stoner comedy. Sure. I'm not super into stoner comedy. I was at one point in my life, but I'm not really into it anymore. Except Lebowski is one of my favorite films, and that could sort of, I mean, it's got stoner elements to it, I guess. Oh fuck! I didn't mean to do that. Let me back on. Okay. Roll Tenenbaums broke my heart, even though it's been ruined by hipster love. Yeah, it's very hipstery. It's definitely very hipstery. Elliot Smith as Bay. Yeah. Okay, hold on. Stabbing yourself in the heart, which is how he killed himself. He stabbed himself in the heart. That is the most fucking metal shit I've ever fucking heard. Okay, if I have one complaint about this game, it's the getting on your horse mechanic is not great. Literally all of Ava is expressing the same ideas as Rick and Morty, but through boring monologue that take themselves too seriously. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. There is literally nothing about Ava and Rick and Morty are the same messages. Okay, you could say no, but that's not even true. So the entire point of Rick and Morty is it's a sort of life affirming thing about how what's it called? Basically, how you're insignificant in the scale of the universe, so you shouldn't worry about your problems because they're insignificant. Whereas Shinji is literally the exact opposite of that, where the entire world depends on him, and that's the problem. It's literally the polar opposite of what you're talking about. So I'm not sure how you came to that conclusion, mate. Also, Rick and Morty isn't very good. The first season is pretty good, but there's some pretty fucking awful moments in Rick and Morty. I may recommend you go and watch that scene where Rick's like, okay, so the mum is like, goes to Rick and he's like, she's, oh fuck, I don't remember the scene that well. She goes to Rick and she's like, I feel like I've spent my whole life trying to pretend that I'm not like you, and I think I've come to this conclusion. And Rick's like, do you exactly like me and that all your worst fears of something? And she's like, am I evil? And he's like, worse, you're smart. That's the most Reddit thing that could possibly happen in the universe. Am I evil? Worse, you're smart. Come on, Justin Roiland. You can write better than that. I keep accidentally pressing triangle because I don't know how the controls of this game. Rick and Morty makes itself down to earth with comedy instead of shoving Sigmund Freud in your face. You could call it comedy, sure. Also, there's plenty of comedy in Ava. I feel like you just hate Ava to be contrarian. I'm sorry. I can understand like not loving it. That's fine. I don't think everyone has to love Ava. I can definitely understand not liking it that much. There's definitely loads of things that I could complain about, and I could understand not relating to. But I think saying it's worse than Sword Art Online is a little bit extreme, especially since you really like Love and Pop, which is also Hideaki Anno. So it's not like you just hate Anno. I mean, at the very least, you have to admit that it's incredibly well directed and edited. Especially the moment-to-moment editing in Ava is fucking great. I think a lot of films could learn from it. Just the way that dialogue shot in Ava is really good. The message is not. Hold on. This is very difficult to do all these things. Jack Black said he once saw Elliott Smith after a concert and he literally emitted secondhand depression just by seeing his face. I can believe that, man. I can believe that. The message, not the content. The message. There's strange noises happening outside the house. I'm gonna go sneak over there and look out the window without being noticed. It's just a road man on his bike. Anyway, what's going on here? The message, not the content. So the message of Ava is, I mean, Shinji literally says it in episode 26. I matter because I'm me, or something like that. I'm important because I exist. That's basically the message of Ava. It's about facing the fact that you think you hate yourself, but it's about a lot of things, really. A lot of it's about communication. The hedgehog dilemma is pretty much at the heart of Ava, which is never brought up in Rick and Morty. Yeah, that's a very big thing. The hedgehog dilemma is kind of the core tenet of the message of Ava, and that never is mentioned in Rick and Morty. You know, even to the point where the AT field is a big thing, even in the first episode, which is the hedgehog, the embodiment of the hedgehog's dilemma. That's never really a thing in Rick and Morty. So I don't know how you can say that it does the same message better, because it's not as well shot. The story isn't as interesting, and it's just not as good. I'm sorry to tell you, man. I'm just sorry to tell you. Evangelion is actually a good show. Justin Roiland and Dan Harmon deserve the vote for creating Pickle Rick. Yeah, look, I don't dislike Rick and Morty. I actually think it's okay, but I don't think it's. I'm generally, when something's really hyped, I tend to be and there's like, it's really divisive where some people really love it and some people really hate it. I tend to be that guy who's just like, it's okay, it's pretty good, but it's not like the best thing I've ever seen, but it's not that bad either. I don't feel like I wasted my time watching Rick and Morty, but I don't feel like I particularly got it. I don't think I learned anything from watching it about myself or about humans. The comedy episodes of Ava are completely different from the rest of the show. That is true, but that is kind of an anime thing, and I'm sure Anna was aware of that when he did it, because that sort of thing is very common in anime. Well, the sudden tone shifts. Digi has a video on it. It's called "Ranting About Bathos" or something, which I think does a good job of summing it up. I don't think Ava's that funny. That's my biggest criticism of Ava, is the comedy episodes don't work. There's not really a single funny joke in Evangelion. You do legitimately hate Evangelion with a passion. Well, you'll understand it when you grow up. That's a joke. I hate when people fucking say that. It's the worst possible thing you could say to anyone. I don't know. I don't think everyone has to like the same things as me, but I don't understand how you can absolutely hate it, but then like similar things like Lane and Love and Pop. And I don't know what your opinion on Karakano is. We take Shinji seriously. I'm not sure what that means. Akira's good. You don't think Ava's well shot at all? I'm not sure how you can think that. Pretty much every shot in Evangelion could be a desktop wallpaper. I think it's really well shot. Um, it's pretty famous for being very well shot, so I'm not sure where you're coming from with that. It's very. I'm not. I'm just not sure I understand what you're doing. What you do. Where you're coming from, because the shots in I don't know if you've seen Shin Godzilla as well, but the shots in Love and Pop are just a more extreme version of the shots in Ava, but done with moving backgrounds because it's a live action film. Anno's directing style is still Anno's directing style. It's the same across his stuff. He just does. I mean, there's obviously differences between live action and anime, but who knows, man. I'm just not sure I understand what you're talking about here. I think we need to have a more uh, what's the word? I think we need to have a discussion where we're both on equal footing, rather than me streaming and you occasionally typing in text chat. If we're gonna actually, if I want to actually understand what you don't like about Evangelion, because this isn't a particularly conducive way to communicate with people. You don't like most anime? That's cool. What's the anime movie where a protagonist turns into a car? Oh, that would be the Adolescence of Utena, which is the end of a. It's like the finale of a series called Revolutionary Girl Utena by Bay Papas. It's essentially I don't know how much you know about Evangelion, but Evangelion is sort of a deconstruction of the mecha genre in a sense. It's sort of that's kind of an a lot of people say that, but I think that kind of misses the point. But in a sense, that is kind of part of it. Well, uh, Utena is the same for Sailor Moon and that sort of thing. It's kind of a tearing apart the magical girl genre, which is normally aimed at young girls, and sort of ripping it apart and examining like what it even means to be feminine, like what gender even is, all the tropes of like what a knight and like a prince coming to save you. You know what I'm saying, right? It's really good and it's really well shot. But I do think it's kind of it uses repetition on purpose because it's take. I understand why. I need to rewatch it, to be honest. I don't think it's a sort of show you can understand at one watch. I've only seen it once, but hold on. I'm gonna be cool and face the camera towards me. Um, I think so. It uses repetition. There's like arcs. Each arc of the show is basically the same formula of episode repeated, so that it, kind of like a fight. So like the same thing will happen. Then it's very structured. Like X thing happens. X thing happens. They have a fight. Then the outcome of the fight happens, and the next episode is the same, and so on. Which it does because that's kind of a thing in magical girl shows, and it's like trying to show, trying to take it apart, trying to dig into it and pull it apart. But I feel like it's still a little repetitive, kind of like the Endless Eight. I think that's kind of dumb and pointless, despite the fact that it's anyway. I don't think Lane is similar. Well, you're pretty alone on that. A lot of people draw similarities between Lane and Ava. With Love and Pop, the dialogue and plot are more interesting. That has a more appealing aesthetic. Well, that's just personal taste. Uh, an actual Adult Swim show where we debate. We could just make a debate show on YouTube. To be honest, there's nothing stopping us from doing it, despite the fact that neither of us really want to. I mean, I'm down if you're down. Ava is not a deconstruction of the mecha genre. A lot of Ava is directly inspired by Gundam doing the same things. I haven't seen Gundam, so I can't really tell you if that's true or not. But I do. I don't think Ava is mostly a deconstruction of the mecha genre, but I do think it has some of that in it. Jet alone is kind of it's pointing at itself, saying, "Look at me," which is a lot of what Ava is. Despite Ava, you two probably agree on most things. I think uh, we could probably be satisfied with agreeing to disagree on most things, but I think we hold a lot of different opinions, which is completely fine. I will do a video on Harmony Korine, by the way. It's a good idea. I need to watch Kids. That's his most famous movie, right? So far, I've seen Spring Breakers, Gummo, and Trash Humpers. I think I saw another one. Hold on, let me look it up. I'm really excited for The Beach Bum, by the way. He only wrote Kids. Larry Clark directed, and he's a pedo. Oh, nice, great, sick. Welcome to Hollywood, motherfuckers. Julian Donkey Boy. I should watch that. I've heard it's good. Maybe I'll watch it tonight. You need to see Julian Donkey Boy. I'm sure I will like it. Pedo artist for life. Yep. Yep. Yeah, Harmony Korine's cool. He's a cool guy. I like him. I appreciate the fact that he does stuff that no one else would do. I'm gonna get really good at these first three bosses. I mean, Spring Breakers is like weird. I'm not sure if people would agree with my interpretation of Spring Breakers, but like, it's kind of a bad film, but that's kind of the point. I'm not sure if that's a good way of putting it, but it's like a. How do I explain this in words with vocabulary? It's like it is. In my interpretation of the film is that it is a slice of that one spring break. It is a literal hyper depiction of this particular year at this particular place and what it is like to exist in that space and time. Like a perfect slice of this, pumped up to 11 and over exaggerated to really appreciate the characters' psyches and all that sort of shit. That's my interpretation of it. I don't know if that's what most people think when they see it, but that was kind of my view of it. But the thing is that I feel like it's purposefully kind of trashy because it appreciates that Spring Break is kind of trashy as a concept, and that year with all the dubstep is kind of trashy as a concept. I mean, there's fucking direct references to Riff Raff all over the film. It's definitely aware of the fact that it's trying to be trashy. But in the end, it's very meta. I definitely enjoyed watching it. There's some great shots in that film. Some excellent composition, and the acting's generally good. Also, the decision, like Harmony Korine's all about that meta shit, right? The films are not just the films; they're also everything that happens above the films and around the films. So the fact that he cast like Disney actresses and stuff, it's all on purpose. It's all part of the showing like the essence of Spring Break. But I feel like I can't really understand it that well because we don't have Spring Break in the UK. We don't have that cultural reference, so I'm missing a lot of stuff to inform how I'm maybe supposed to watch the film. But it was still good, and as you can tell, it definitely made me think about stuff, which is how you know it's good. Let me get up here. Okay. Spring Breakers is definitely not a social commentary. Dubstep is so bad, man. A lot of the movie was improvised. You can tell he found the film and the editing while shooting it. Yeah, I kind of got that sense, but that doesn't mean it was bad. I think it was good. I think that takes its own talent to understand, to allow people to be free, and then to understand like what you need to do to salvage a movie out of it in the end. I think that's a very difficult skill and something that's not really appreciated. I'm gonna have to disagree with you, Outlaw, that dubstep is bad. But I understand why you said that, and that's because you've only heard American dubstep. Dubstep actually was born in 2004 in the UK, in London, and that's not the sort of dubstep that got popular. If I don't know if you like Burial, but if you like Burial, you'll probably like early dubstep. Oh fuck! Early dubstep is heavily inspired by Burial and just dub in general. If you like dub, I don't know if you're a fan of dub music. You smoke weed, you probably like dub. You kind of need the context of understanding what dub is and what two-step is before you go into dubstep. But yeah, I would recommend if you want to. Here, let me link you a song. Let me find you a song that you can appreciate. Some more old school dubstep style stuff. There you go. Give that a listen, see what you think. I mean, it's still pretty dubsteppy, but I feel like it's got more of a. There's more of a groove and a rhythm aspect to it. Also, this guy isn't Goth Trad isn't like actually old school dubstep. He's a modern producer from Japan who just does stuff in the style of the OG dubstep people from the UK. I'd also recommend listening to some old Bengus songs, and yeah. Wait, why did my post not post? Did my post not post? My post didn't post. Oh, it just didn't show up in the top chat section. You got to set it to live chat, otherwise you won't understand. Well, was I missing fucking post this whole time because I had it on live chat, on top chat instead of live chat? I hate YouTube so much. Europop is good. It's good in a very specific way. It's good in a sort of if you ever seen that video, so just after the terrorist attacks in London recently, where that guy ran into a bunch of people, just after that, like the same night or the next night, there was a video that surfaced of a bunch of Londoners in a pub, and this guy drives in a car blasting boom, 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 I want you in my room, and they all come out and dance around the car. That's what Europop is good for. It's really cheesy shit that can bring people together just to purely have fun for absolutely no emotional or artistic value. It's fine, but it's not really my sort of music, as you could probably guess. But I don't have an explicit problem with it. Oh my god, this jump is hard. No one said this game would be hard. Where's the rest of this thing? Okay, it's over here. I used to be able to shuffle and two-step in 2010. Yeah, I used to shuffle as well. Neon Sog movies get me hard. You know, I really need to watch that new Nicolas Cage movie, Mandy, I think it's called. That looks fucking sick. I need to watch that desperately. Is Enter the Spider-Verse out on DVD yet? So there'll be a good rip of it. Because everyone keeps going on about how great it is, but it's not in cinemas anymore, and I wasn't going to pay money for it when it was. So I'm just waiting for it to come out on DVD so I can find a decent rip. Okay, let me try and actually learn the controls of this game. So this is run. Didn't mean to do that. The animations in this game are really good. Like for a PS2 game. A lot of PS2 games that I've seen have not very good animations, but this one, killing it. Am I really supposed to grab onto that tiny fucking ledge? Am I doing something really obviously wrong here? Watch the film Tokyo Drifter. Yeah, it's great. I would recommend Tokyo Drifter to anyone. It's fucking sick. You didn't like Mandy? Interesting. I don't think Tarantino really ripped it off, but I definitely think there was inspiration for it in Tokyo Drifter. But the plot isn't very similar to Kill Bill at all. Tokyo Drifter is like a Yakuza movie. Hey, I managed it. Okay, holy shit, this is a hard jump. How am I going to make this ever? Wait, what the fuck just happened? It didn't jump properly. Do I have to? Oh, I have to let. I have to let go of hold on. Of course. How did I not think of this? In order to jump off of something, you have to let go of it first. Who'd have thunk it? You know what? I completely condone doing coke to watch my videos. 100% justified. In fact, it's probably the only way you can get through them. You know, I think most YouTubers would be insulted by the fact that you fell asleep during one of their videos, but in my case, that just means I'm doing comfy correctly, so that's good. Oh yeah, since you're here, I can talk to you about your uh, dodgy drug knowledge. No offense, but you in that stream you said heroin destroys your brain. Um, it's true that cocaine does in fact destroy your brain, and a lot of stimulants are actually pretty neurotoxic, including MDMA, which is generally regarded as well, it's an empathogen, right? It's a lot of people in the psychedelic community will include MDMA in part of their thing as it's a drug that can heal, despite the fact that it is objectively, factually neurotoxic. You just do it very occasionally. Whereas with cocaine, it only lasts for 45 minutes, and then as soon as it wears out, you get an insatiable urge to do more cocaine. So it's much harder to do only occasionally. Oh, fuck's sake, this game is hard. But opiates have basically no effect on reprogramming your brain, besides the fact that you can get physically addicted to it and chemically dependent, but it doesn't do that instantly. It's not like cocaine where immediately after you come down, you want more and more and more. That's the only thing you can think about. When you do opiates, you come down and it's fine. It actually takes a while to get addicted to opiates. I should know. I have a friend who I watched slowly get addicted to opiates, and it wasn't an instantaneous thing. What about speed? Yeah, well, speed is again, it's neurotoxic. That's actually the thing that's neurotoxic to you in MDMA, because MDMA is, oh fuck, I don't remember what the MD stands for, but the MA in MDMA is methamphetamine, which is speed. But again, oh my god, your brain can heal. You just have to do it occasionally. I'm not saying speed is good for you, but it's definitely. I would say the effects on your heart. If you take amphetamines, your I forgot the exact statistic, but like it increases your likelihood of having a heart attack by a fuck ton. It's really bad for your heart. It's incredibly, like, I can't overstate how bad it is for your heart. And also dehydration, you've got to be careful of. But the brain things only really take effect if you're doing it all the fucking. Oh my god! I just fell off the fucking platform. Speed doesn't last for that. I mean, good speed should last for 12 to 16 hours, but shit's always cut with stuff, and it's not 12 to 16 hours of peaking. You know, when I did speed, it was like, I think the main effects were for about maybe 6 hours or so. I don't remember really. I don't remember much of that night, to be honest. That was a pretty crazy night. That's like one of the few. You know when you hear people talk about like cool parties that you think could never actually happen, like a party on a boat where a guy just randomly at midnight. I'll tell that story, I guess. Actually, that would be a good story for one of those whatever I called that fucking series. What did I call it? What's my decompression chamber ripoff called again? That series. That'd be a good story to tell in one of those, or maybe a no thank yous tavern. But to surmise, to wrap it up quickly, I went to a punk show, and after the show, I was friends with one of the people in one of the bands. If you may know, I used to be big into the punk scene in London, and I was friends with one of the people in this band, or generally the whole band. And they invited us to this after party, which was in this houseboat near to the kind of near the venue in a canal near the venue, and we all went to the houseboat. It turns out the guy who owned the houseboat was actually he like made speed. I don't know what it called, cooked speed or whatever. And so halfway through the night, he brings out this fucking massive bowl, like a cooking bowl, like you know the things you make cakes in, you mix up dough in, like one of those, and it's just full of fucking speed, freshly made, and he's just handing it out to people, and he's literally going out to everyone going like, speed, speed, and that was fun. That's I'll tell the rest of that story someday because it's pretty entertaining. DMT for Outlaws videos and Stims for No Thank Yous videos. I'm not sure how much you'd be able to focus on Outlaw with DMT coursing through your brains. I can't believe I've never tried psychedelics, man. I feel like a bit of a disgrace. I feel like that I getting some serious FOMO, as they call it. Alright, I'm gonna make this jump this time. Hi, welcome to No Thank You Can't Play Video Games. Oh fuck! What the fuck? What are you supposed to do when that happens to you? Speed was transcendental in a negative way. Yeah, I can definitely understand that. That makes complete sense. World as a Fuck episode 3 mushrooms. I'm not sure if I'm going to continue World as a Fuck, but I have the notes here, the plans and bullet points and stuff. So I forgot what the next episode is though. Oh yeah, I think the next episode is be the freak you want to see, just don't follow me. Pretty good. You hear that Death Grips reference, bro? Sick Death Grips reference, man. Okay, I'm pretty bad at this game. I'm not sure if you've noticed. Just the platforming elements are just pretty fucking hard. I fell over. Oh shit. Okay, I'm just gonna run like a normal person. Well, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, here we go. Let's line it up and let's do this shit. Why does it jump sideways off the fucking thing? What is that? I like the tavern videos just because of the lore music. I'm glad. For the next tavern video, I'm gonna actually make cyber baroque music. I'm gonna find some. I won't spoil it. I won't spoil it too much, but you'll hear it. Was comfy? Yeah, it was supposed to be comfy. Ooh, no, thank you. As the most dedicated fan base, this is not true. I am going to go to the toilet real quick, and I'll be back in a second. I have returned. The most communist thing Outlaw has ever done is share his fans with no thank you. Redistribute the Patreons. I'm telling you. This is true. Well, no one's smaller than me, so I have no one. Every time I'm like, go subscribe to this channel, it's someone with like 500,000 subscribers. Oh yeah, my 50 is gonna really help. Back when I did Hikikomori vlogs, I constantly promoted other creators who started out. Yeah. Good on you, mate. Good on you. Do you remember when collabs were like a really big thing on YouTube? Because they're not a big thing anymore. They're basically dead. It's kind of rare to see collab videos these days, which is kind of weird. I wonder why that happened. I've been wasting my entire life underrating onesies. I completely forgot I had this fucking onesie. I used to have a penguin onesie, but it's got a big hole in the crotch now, so it's basically unwearable. But ooh, that sounded like a phone buzz. What's one buzz? Is that YouTube message? Could well be. Oh, that's a text message. Oh, it's Twitter. Okay. Interesting. Have you guys taken that sexuality political compass? It's not a political compass. The sexuality compass test that's going around recently. I mean, I feel like it's going to be pretty simple to tell where we all are. But there you go. Why does it jump me off the side like that? What is that? What is this fucking game? Why would anyone actually use Twitter? Well, I mostly follow. Well, okay, I have various reasons for using Twitter. Everyone complains about Twitter, but I think they just don't follow the right accounts. It's like how YouTube as a platform is kind of terrible, but there's a lot of good YouTubers. It's kind of the same thing. That if you just follow the accounts of Twitter, like say you used YouTube, like YouTube wanted you to use YouTube, and you follow Jimmy Fallon and PewDiePie. Actually, they don't want you to use like PewDiePie, but you know what I'm saying. Say you followed all those people that YouTube really wants to promote. It would be shit. It would be terrible. But if you find obscure, if you go searching for obscure Shadow of the Colossus live streams, it's sick. It's kind of the same thing with Twitter. When you get involved in this little neat little community of smaller accounts, it can be pretty fun. For example, in my case, at first I used Twitter for like anime people, but I quickly realized that it was trash because it's just trash. I'm convinced that there is not a single good anime community on the internet, which is fine. Who cares about that? But then I pivoted and started following. I don't even know how I got into this, but I ended up. So at first I was following like anarchist accounts, but then that was kind of pissing me off because anarchists are idiots. It's literally impossible. You can't make that jump. It's literally impossible. Except that you already did it, but it's literally impossible. I should mention that when we played this game a few days ago, my friend who owned a PS2 in his childhood managed to complete this platforming section that I've been stuck on for ages the first time twice while incredibly drunk and high. So this is entirely me being terrible. What's the name of the test? It's on idrlabs.com/sexual-orientation/test.php or something like that. Just look up sexual orientation test IDR. Twitter is good to see prime degeneracy and peak idiocracy statements. It's great. It's like reality TV. Yeah, that's true. there's a lot of really terrible Twitter. It's mostly really terrible reality TV stuff shit, and all the big leftist accounts are really terrible as well. Like, I think the biggest leftist account is this guy called Pixelated Boat, but he's really anti-gun rights and blocks anyone who is pro-gun, which kind of pisses me off. But also, I think his opinions are just bad. He's just like, a normie social democrat kind of guy, and he's not very funny. But there you go. There you have it. Twitter.com. Anyway, so I started following anarchists, but I got kind of bored of them because they're shit. But what the okay, I'm going to stop playing this game now. This is just pissing me off. This might just turn into a regular stream, like for normal people. Yeah, I was following anarchists, got bored of them, and then somehow ended up following this accelerationist trans woman called Nyx, she wrote this. I'm always talking about the Hello from the Wired, an introduction to cyber nihilism, which is like one of my favorite essays, political essays. And she wrote that. And she also used to use Lane Chan a lot, which is how I first found out about her. And I followed her on Twitter, and then through her, I was introduced to a whole little Twitter sphere called #CaveTwitter, which is very entertaining. A lot of it's not all accelerationism. It's mostly like general esoteric political theory that's more written as like a literary exercise than practical theory, but still with like actual Marxism at heart. Or there's a lot of focus on Derrida and a lot of focus on Deleuze and Guattari, which I haven't read either of those people, Deleuze or Derrida, but it's pretty interesting. There's a lot of there's a lot of interesting stuff going on. Let me see if I can scroll down until I find something like that. Something interesting. It shouldn't be very difficult. Oh yeah, and I follow a lot of people. It's mostly bad, to be honest. It's just the point of Twitter is to be just enough entertainment to entertain you for 5 minutes when you're waiting at a bus stop or something. Although nowadays I mostly just read manga on my phone, so I don't really have much to do. Minecraft. Should I stream Minecraft? I'd have to stop the stream and start it again. But I could. Stay the course, folks. Don't be lured by the siren song of UBI. #McAfee 2020. Yeah, it's just general like shit, It's like anything. You follow interesting accounts, you get interesting stuff. All right, let me talk. Let me read the anarchist shit talking. Anarchists are way too into social justice and affirmative action nonsense. #not all anarchists, but I definitely know the strain of anarchist you're talking about and agree with you. I find it very funny when anarchists say they need safe spaces, because who's supposed to enforce that? Who's supposed to enforce those sort of things? This is my problem with mainstream anarchism. Essentially, here we go. A critique time. A lot of anarchism has this same problem where they want to get rid of the state power, but then they still want to enforce certain things to make anarchism possible, because it's very difficult to have the sort of system they want with true no hierarchy. So you essentially need, the entire point is direct democracy and that sort of thing, and syndicals and all those sorts of things. Syndices. Is that what they're called? Is that the plural of syndicates? Syndices? Syndicates? It's probably syndicates, isn't it? Syndicates and workers' co-ops and all that sort of thing. But the problem is, so in order to enforce stuff like safe spaces, or to actually redistribute the wealth in the first place for a lefty anarchist situation, you need to have some sort of hierarchical structure. You need something that's a central governing body to do that. And even if that central governing body is run by the people on the outside, you run into the same problems I have with party communism, which is this basically it's a you've just created a state and just not called it a state. That's my main problem with master anarchism is they want to get rid of the state, but then they want to replace it with someone which still fulfills all of the functions that a state does, and I just consider that to be another state. So that's why I have a problem with a lot of anarchists. There you go. Political time. Politic time. Well, that's good because being pro-SJW is the fastest way to accelerate the world's decay. Nothing more anarchistic than that. I disagree. I don't think being pro-SJW is the fastest way to accelerate the world's decay. I think voting Trump is much more accelerationist than not. But also, fuck. You know what? I'm just going to link another article because I can't explain all this. I'm not clever enough to. But give me a second. Here, read this. If you want to know about accelerationism, just read this. Do you reinstall FL Studio? Yeah, FL Studio is not very good. I wouldn't recommend it. If you want to make music, I'd say start by learning an instrument probably, or if you want to make electronic music, Ableton's probably your best bet. Anarchists want organization, but to do so is to create a new state inherently. Agree. I'm going to click on that link that you just posted, this YouTube video. You can get my live reaction. Hi guys, welcome back to my reaction channel. Oh, I've seen this. Move your feet. Yeah. Excellent video. Let's start a new political system. You and Outlaw write the manifesto. Me and Outlaw completely disagree on almost everything and do politics, so this is not going to end well. I'm putting forced out. Outlaw doesn't even like anime. I don't even like anime. Battle to the death. That is our new political system. Okay, unironically, I think we should bring back duels. Guys, onesies are so fucking sick. Look at this. I'm so warm. I'm just moving around. Look at this. Look at my movement. Here I am moving around. Moving around in my onesie. Doing Kamen Rider poses. What can I say? Get yourself a onesie. You won't regret it. Look, cut these emo sleeves into it. Emo sleeves make everything better. Sorry to be the one to tell you this, but if you don't have emo sleeves, you're basically a loser. I need to turn the TV off. Expensive. I'm going to turn the PS2 off. So guys, video games, they're hard. Video games. Hey guys, video games, am I right? Battle to the death on Adult Swim. Yeah. Let's do it. With Lancers. Lancers are underrated. Juggalos dancing at a funeral. Hey, don't diss Juggalos, man. Juggalos are cool. You look like you're wearing a worker overalls. Yeah, because I'm a real working man. Lately, I've been theorizing about an alternative to Marxism. Like what? A lot of people have theorized about that. I'm not quite sure what you mean, though. Like, what part? Marxism is very broad. Alternative to Marx's analysis of capital? I'm not sure where you're going to find that, to be honest. An alternative to Marxist communism, revolutionary stuff. That's a little bit easier. I think you just need to get over your irrational hatred of postmodern, your irrational Jordan Peterson style hatred of postmodernism for no good reason. Capitalism is fine. We just need to exile the Jews and boomers from it. Um, gonna have to hard disagree with you there. Uh, I'm fine with exiling the boomers. Jews didn't do nothing wrong. Jews didn't do nothing. Capitalism is bad. Hi guys, welcome to capitalism. Now get a job or starve. Ugh. There he goes again. Infinite outlaw, more like infinite anti-Semitism. Think I should trim my beard, or you think I should go Gandalf mode? Young Flame, he in Gandalf mode. Haha! You hear that? Relevant memes, sicko mode memes. My name Jeff. I still find my name Jeff to be the funniest meme of all time. What can I say? Looking at myself fucks me up after a while. I start to notice that like my eyes aren't equally open and stuff. Ugh. I'm surprised people in your family watch your channel. Don't you like constantly talk about smoking weed? Why you not like capitalism? Okay. Firstly, let's take a moment to point out how sexy my hair is. Step one. All right. Step two. Why is capitalism bad? Um, that's a pretty loaded fucking question. Where do I even start? It's pretty much everything about it is awful. um, uh, okay, I guess the easiest way to go through about this is the Marxist thing. So when you work under capitalism, a big chunk of the value generated by your labor is stolen by the uh, bourgeoisie. Um, Basically, ever heard of something called profit? Yeah, profit is actually just stolen, what is known as surplus labor, which is exploited by the capitalists from their workers. So you actually don't get directly proportionally paid for the amount of work you do, and therefore it's bad because that's how you can't have capitalism without that, since capitalism is entirely based off of M. Oh fuck, I forgot what the fucking Marxist formula is. Like M, then arrow, P or something, or L. Yeah, I think it's M, L, and then M with a little uh, dash on it, which is money to labor and then to money plus profit. Uh, because the where does the profit come from? A lot of people don't think about this. Where does the extra value come from that we see as profit? Well, it comes from the labor that people make, which they're then not directly compensated for. And the easy solution to this is to abolish capitalism. Um, you're the lazy meat. I reserve the right to be lazy. In fact, I believe there's a book called The Right to Be Lazy, which I read. Is that what it's called? Yes. Paul Lafargue. Pretty good book. Every single other animal is lazy, and humans are the only ones that have some sort of moral thing against it. Ever talk to a cat? No, you didn't. They could talk to you, but they're too lazy to learn English. Welcome to cats. I'll be your guide. A peasant in the 1800s worked less hard than you. That's actually a myth, but I like the sentiment of it, so I continue to perpetuate it. But the myth that comes, you're right in that peasants in the 1800s worked less for a boss. They did work much less than modern people do for their boss, but they also had to spend a lot of the time they weren't working for their boss or their lord, rather, working for themselves to grow their own food for themselves and their family. So in the end, they probably ended up working about the same, but it's not really comparable because, under feudalism, the entire system was different. There was no profit. It was just serfdom or death. You serve your lord or you die, basically. Um, but so in a sense, they worked. They worked, as in they worked for a boss less than modern humans did. Yes, but in terms of the amount of labor they did, they probably worked harder because they had to farm for themselves. And also remember farming techniques, they didn't have fertilizer or anything, so shit wasn't good. Your hairline is receding, take Propecia. My hairline is receding, this is true. My dad went bald at like 25 or something. I'm definitely going to lose all this hair, which is why I grow it out, because I want to enjoy it to the max before it all goes away. But as soon as my hairline like noticeably gets bad, I'm just going to shave it all off. I went bald before and I look okay bald, so I'm just going to do that. Oh, nice. The abolition of work and other essays, more like abortion and transgenderism forced upon our children. Um, sure, man. We got some funny memesters in the chat. Got some funny memes. Hey guys, ever heard of 4chan? Amazing. All right, this might turn into a CS:GO stream. What do you think? My hair is thick where it matters, so who cares? Yeah, I agree. But I am going to go bald early because genetics. There's nothing I can do about it. I've basically made peace with this fact. Uh, yeah. Um, Bitches don't like baby hairlines where it starts by the eyebrows. Oh yeah, yeah, look at this shit. You guys ever try and learn to draw? Did you know that the eyes are actually in the middle of the head? It just doesn't look like it. But if you actually pay attention, the eyes are in the middle of the head. Uh, on everyone, not just on me. So everyone's forehead takes up about half of their skull, but we just don't really think about it because we focus on the eyes and stuff. But I think my hair looks good, and I know it will eventually not look good, which is why I grow it out. I'm gonna. Okay, I might have to stop the stream, move, set up the stream on my other computer, and then come back. So if you guys can actually, okay, I can just bring the. Okay. How am I going to do this? This may require multiple journeys, but I think there's a way as to where I can. Okay, I could just say hang in there for 5 seconds while I migrate the stream, but there may be a way where I can just seamlessly switch where the stream will go down but come back up and it will be the same stream. I don't know if that will work though. All right, I'm just going to tell you guys to hang in for like 5 minutes while I transfer. So just watch this space for about 5 minutes while I transfer onto my other computer, and then we'll be fine.